Welcome and thank you for joining me today. The reminders and the notifications have already been sent out. As we wait a few minutes for everyone to log on, I want to thank those who are watching. I want to also thank those who are watching the replay. Welcome. Come on in, y'all. Thank y'all. God bless you for taking a little bit of time today, this morning, to join me. I think the majority of you know me, but those who may not know me, my name is Cynthia Johnson. I am the CEO and founder of New Beginnings for Women, LLC. It's a corporation that focuses on helping women of all ages and backgrounds transition into their God-given life purpose. So today, I want to shift from the discussion that we've been having. About a month now, we've been talking about childhood experiences, influencers, and those type of things. But today I want to move it. I want to move it into another component of life purpose. And it's very, very relative on what's going on in the world today. There's a lot of people suffering from fear. It's all over the news and the social media. I mean, it's like never before. The last time I seen this much fear was during 911. It's really crazy, but it's understandable. So I'm going to address it, but I'm going to put a little spin on it, and I want to focus on fear, but I want to focus on the fear in you, the fear of you changing, and how you can get out of that cycle. It's stopping you from getting what you need done in your life. You can change. You can change. But remember, before you can move forward, you must change. Okay? So anytime, let's go ahead and get off into it. Anytime you make a decision to do something different with your life, whatever that decision is, whether it's being a good steward over your finances or trying to purchase a home for you and your babies, you want to continue your education, or even if you want to get out of a toxic relationship or you want to start a relationship, the result is you are going to have to make some type of change. And change can be scary. And that's the main reason why we end up resisting changing. But you have to be careful with that because you can get to the point where you're ready to make that change and then you don't do it. And this is when it starts getting very, very dangerous and it starts putting you into this crazy cycle. So you find yourself going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Once first you're motivated, you on fire, you are empowered, you have strength. Then the next thing you know, you're resisting the steps that you and the actions that you're supposed to take in order to make the change. The weird thing is you're certain about what you want. You know it, you are determined. But then you find yourself either terrified or some kind of way you gotten amnesia and you've forgotten all about your vision and your purpose. You just forgotten about it. Then you find yourself right back where you started. And the truth is, it's going to continue to happen unless you stop. Okay? And eventually, if it's not already happening in your life, you're going to find yourself unhappy and dissatisfied. The pain that you're feeling is going to continue to increase until it breaks you. Then you get to another breaking point. It starts getting more painful and more painful and more painful. And the cycle continues and continues and continues until one or two things happen. Again, it can break you, but it's going to break you until it pushes you through. But it's so sad that that's what most of us have to go through. That it's going to take an extreme situation just to get you to the next level. Just to push you into your potential, into the purpose that God has for you. What is it going to take? Is it going to take losing a job, a death, the end of a relationship, an accident, even a complete nervous breakdown? Does it take all of that? God knows what He has planned for you, and He is trying to lead you to it and lead you through it. This is why it keeps coming up in your life. So, if you continue to resist changing, something is going to happen in your life that will put you in a position where you have no choice but to change. Amen. But my question is, why do we keep waiting until it gets to that point? It doesn't have to be like that. Now, the second way you can stop this vicious cycle is to do a lot of self-reflection. You have to be real honest with yourself, not with everybody else. It starts with you. You have to tell yourself the truth. You have to humble yourself. Don't wait for something to happen to you to be humble. Humble yourself. And then realize you have to do this. And it's so hard, but you have to do it. Realize there is a part of you don't even want to change. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Okay, let's keep it real, okay? Let's keep it real, amen? When you really, really look at yourself, not what someone else has told you, but when you look at yourself, you don't have to explain to anyone else. When you look at yourself, you're comfortable with your habits. I'm not talking about just drug addiction. I'm talking about your habits that's stopping you from taking you to the next level. You're comfortable with what you already know. No one can tell you anything else because what you know works for you, or you think it does, right? You feel like you don't need to know anything else. You have a lot of fear that's holding you back. You also have a lot of, let's say, self-limiting beliefs that someone else has put on you, or else you did it to yourself. Self-doubt, low self-esteem, issues with your self-image. You've also received some type of benefit from staying stuck. I'm going to say it again. You receive some type of benefit from staying stuck, whether it's staying in a relationship and you know better. You know better and you know it's wrong. But you're receiving some type of benefit for being there, from staying there. Okay, okay, let me leave that alone. And the last one, you want to be unhappy. I know what you're saying. What in the world is this woman talking about? Nobody wants to be unhappy. What I'm saying is your pain that you have been through has become your story. Let's say it again. The pain that you have been through has become your story. Okay, let me say it another way. Your testimony has become your story. It's not until either you go through enough pain to break you down, or you humble yourself and admit to yourself that you really don't want to change. And the good thing is, it's okay if you don't want to change. If you want to stay right there, admit, I am good where I am. Because sometimes we change because people tell us to change. And so we're trying to keep that image going. Oh, I need to change. Okay, I need to change. But really deep down inside, you don't want to change. You want to keep doing what you've been doing. And that's okay if that's where you are. But it's not until you are honest with yourself first that you can decide if you even want to move forward into your purpose, especially your God-given purpose for your life. So, can you now see how deep this fear of changing can be, even if it's hard? Do you see how it's impacting your life and your life purpose? And are you really ready to stop doing what you've been doing? Are you ready to be honest with yourself? Are you tired of being confused? Are you tired of being stuck? Are you ready to take responsibility for the changes that you need to make in your life? And are you at the point where you can accept nothing less than what God has for you? Because in order to be able to move forward towards your purpose, again, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be. Failure can no longer be an option. Neither can not doing anything and staying stuck where you are. It can't be an option anymore. So if you're really ready to change, take some time and be honest with yourself.